KPFX and HD1, Kindred, Fargo, Moorhead.
And KDLB HD3, Frazee, Detroit Lakes.
Rock on!
Locally owned and operated by Radio FM Media.
We're your home for the Bison and #1 for classic rock that really rocks. 107.9 The Fox. Now, here's today's headlines with the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
Welcome to November 8th.
I need caffeine.
I need a cappuccino.
Well, you're in luck. You're in luck.
What is that?
We're celebrating National Cappuccino Day.
I made you a cappuccino.
Is that caffeinated?
Thank God, caffeine.
Mainlining caffeine.
Too much caffeine.
Caffeine. Here's your cappuccino.
Happy National Cappuccino Day.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
Yeah.
Cappuccinos are good. Would you take an espresso or a cappuccino?
Cappuccino for me.
Would you? I would do the espresso.
You do the espresso?
Cappuccino's a little sweet sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And that makes sense. So, because you like your coffee black, I kind of like mine with a bunch of junk in it.
Yep. I'm not knocking it. I love a cappuccino.
You're not sweet and I am.
Hey, I'm a bitter guy.
I don't mean that, bro. Oh, man, what's this? We've got a dense fog advisory in effect.
Yeah, a little pea soup on the way in for me this morning. So, but it broke up pretty quick, but it's not too bad. It's just some low fog.
Yeah.
It's not freezing on the roads or anything, which is good.
Right, and it's going to hang around, at least according to the weather hedge, for about another hour. So be careful on your way in or way out. Depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, just watch. I always worry about deer.
Yeah.
Somebody just hit one right there on the diversion bridge just outside of West Fargo, poor thing.
Yeah, especially this time of year. They're spooked.
Big girl, too. It was a big one.
You bet. The rest of your Fox forecast, not too shabby. I mean, temperature-wise, we're getting close to 50 today, but it is going to be cloudy and windy. That's going to be kind of the theme for the next couple of days, with a low tonight in the 30s and tomorrow back to the 40s. It's all there for you, that full Fox forecast, anytime at 1079thefox.com. 38 now at 6:04.
Welcome to an 8th day of November already. Here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. One man was injured Monday after falling from a billboard platform west of Mapleton. Cass County Sheriff's deputies and first responders from Castleton Fire and Ambulance were dispatched to 37th Street Southeast, which parallels I-94, 3 miles west of Mapleton, shortly before 6:30 p.m. on Monday to the report of a man who had fallen 25 feet from the billboard platform. He was stabilized and conscious when Sanford AirMed arrived to the transport to get him to the hospital. A spokesman for Cass County Sheriff said they have no further information are available at this time of the investigation why he's up there.
Oh, he wasn't like a worker.
Sure didn't make it clear like that.
Oh.
Nope, not at all. They were all kind of wondering why.
Oh, no. If there's anybody that knows anything about being on a billboard, you, buddy.
Oof.
Yeah.
I can tell you what, those things sway like a ship at sea when it's nighttime and wind catches those things. Whoa, you get your sea legs pretty quick. Before long, West Fargo cops are going to be protected with new rifle-rated body armor.
Oh.
Yeah, at the request of Police Chief Pete Nielsen, the City Commission unanimously approved using asset forfeiture funds to purchase rifle-rated body armor to protect officers from firearms using higher caliber velocity ammunition. Chief Nelson says currently West Fargo officers are issued soft body armor. The only bullets that will stop are small handgun caliber rounds. He wants this one-time purchase to provide all the officers with front and back protective armor. Nielsen calls it an unfortunate reality. They have to spend the money, but he says with the current climate and what's happening, it's necessary.
Yeah.
The new rifle-rated plates will cost $51,374. Worth every penny if those officers get to go home safe every night.
I got to tell you, being the father
You're darn right.
of a son who's part of the law enforcement and my wife who many times has asked, why is it not mandatory that all officers have to wear helmets? She feels like that helmet at least could protect you a little bit more than what you got.
More than what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. A Burleigh County judge is considering granting a temporary restraining order for a law that bans gender-affirming care to transgender minors in the state. Now, the order would allow medical professionals to resume care to transgender and non-binary youth until an injection hearing. Basically, the plaintiffs are challenging a law that results from House Bill 1254, which bans sex reassignment surgeries and hormone treatments for kids. Petitioners say the law infringes on their constitutional rights to bodily autonomy and the right to parent. They say transgender children must travel many hours to get treatment anyway, and they're Families have considered leaving the state. The plaintiff's attorney, Brittany Stewart, says evidence-based best practice health that have been previously available for transgendered youth in North Dakota for years was suddenly unavailable with little or no time to prepare. New Jersey guy had his truck for sale, saying it was in excellent shape. And as the buyer pulled up, a deer came out of nowhere, crashed into the bed of the truck, had a huge dent in the side of it.
I saw this video. I mean, it is the weirdest thing. Like, just out of nowhere, this deer comes flying. It leaps 2 vehicles and ends up landing up against the truck and putting a dent into it, falls into the bed of the truck, and then gets up and runs off. Just as the buyer is pulling up.
Just as he's pulling up. That's what it is, yeah. So the sale went through, but $900 less. That's what that cost him. Almost $1,000. That guy suddenly became a deer hunter.
Yeah, right. One particular deer.
Yeah, I'm just looking for one. WeWork declared bankruptcy. It will now be called We Broke, I guess.
Okay.
And Wallet Hub says San Francisco's the best city for Thanksgiving this year.
San Francisco.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, I guess even the strung-out tweakers are wearing pilgrim hats and stuff. It's nice. It's even though it's tied for least affordable, which makes no sense. So the rest of the top 5 are San Jose, San Diego, Scottsdale, and Raleigh, North Carolina.
So most of it on the kind of the west coast, western part of the state.
Yeah, that's basically
Except for Raleigh,
Raleigh, right, yeah. And finally, a 41-year-old thief in Maine ordered a rideshare to a local TJ Maxx. Then he blabbed to the driver about he was going to rob the place. The driver dropped him off, called the cops. Guy was arrested.
Well, there you go.
There you go, yeah.
Wait, he was going to rob a TJ Maxx?
Who robs a TJ Maxx?
What?
Gonna go steal some discount clothing. I don't know, yeah. Wow. Not the brightest bulb in the pack there. Not at all. That's your news for now.
Yeah, I'm not, not like saying go out and rob, but I mean, I'm just saying.
No, not at all, but
you might want to up your game.
Game higher.
I'm just saying. All right. Headlines brought to you by Batteries Plus Bulbs. At Batteries Plus, whatever moves you drives them. Stop in or shop online at batteriesplus.com.
And by the way, I love TJ Maxx.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Value is crazy.
Absolutely. Hey, the Wild in action last night. We'll check that scoreboard for you next in sports.
Out high, Johansson to Zuccarello. Back through. One-timer, they score! Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah, that was the goal that snapped the tie in the third last night. The Wild win, go on to a 4-2 victory over the Islanders. So nice. The Wild kind of needed that to snap their losing streak. They are back in action tomorrow, skating against the Rangers. Meanwhile, in NFL news, hey, Carson Wentz is back.
Yeah.
He's getting another shot in the NFL, this time with the Rams. Now, they're on a bye this week. Last week, they lost to Green Bay. Matthew Stafford missed that game due to an injury. Coach is figuring Matthew Stafford will be back, but if not, of course, there might be a shot for Wentz to get in play right away, but we'll have to wait and see. But nonetheless, he provides another arm for the QB room, according to the coach. So good to see Carson back in the NFL. Meanwhile, his former team there, our NDSU Bison football team, wrapping up the regular season at home. They got 2 more games left. And then, of course, their final home game against Southern Illinois. Senior Day, Veterans Day, so white out for the Warriors. You can join the entire NDSU football coaching staff and wear white. I sure hope our team is wearing white, too.
I would think.
I would think so, yeah. Tickets are available if you'd like to go as well. Just go to gobison.com. And it's official. We're putting together a cheer squad. Yeah,
They can't hurt.
It came down from upper management, but I guess NDSU asked upper management if, us, being the Bison Nation station, if we could put something together and get everybody pumped up for this final game. So I guess we'll be walking through tailgating, and they're supplying us with tickets so we can lead the cheer section. And
Yep. She actually looked up and said, I don't care. Okay, thanks, boss.
Yeah, right. So look for us. A bunch of fat, hairy men. Cheering.
Crooning.
What a sight this is going to be.
It's going to be something.
Meanwhile, our Bison men's basketball team back in action. They started the season back there on Monday on the road. They're home tonight, taking on Mount Marty. All right, we'll have, of course, this game live from the Shield Center at the Shack. Coverage beginning at 6, tip-off at 7. And if you want to go for free, we will have tickets this morning. Starting next hour, be listening for your chance to win. But, of course, you can catch all the action all season right here on your Bison Nation station. Also on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. That's your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast again under a dense fog advisory till 7 this morning. Otherwise, today, cloudy, windy, 48. Tonight alone, the 30s. Tomorrow, back to the 40s. It's all there for you. The rest of your work week into the weekend can be found at 1079thefox.com. 38 at 6:15.
All right, coming up, how'd you like to win tickets to an NFL game and sit in a suite?
Ooh.
But there's a catch. Yeah, we'll tell you.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
All right, so how would you like to win tickets to an NFL game and sit in a suite? But there's a catch. Donna Kelsey, who I think is pretty cool.
The mother to the Kelsey boys.
Yeah, she seems like a good down-to-earth mother.
Seems to be.
Well, she's teamed up with Barefoot Wine, which, by the way, is a wine that my wife and I do drink when we do drink wine.
It's affordable wine, too.
That's just it.
Yeah. Right up there with that kangaroo one. Yeah.
So Donna and Barefoot Wine have a contest where the winner can sit with her when the Chiefs take on the Eagles on Monday Night Football on November 20th, and you get to bring along 3 friends.
Okay, sounds like a blast. I've seen her make chocolate chip cookies on, on the Today Show or whatever.
Just a bit of a backstory to this. It's her son Travis who plays on the Chiefs and her other son who plays on the Eagles. And so because the two teams are playing each other, don't you think Donna's going to be a little occupied? I mean, do you really want to be there while she's watching her 2 sons play?
Right, but am I there to have a conversation with Donna Kelsey or maybe some small talk?
Right.
And some cocktail waities.
That's just it.
Right, that's just... So I don't expect her to have to entertain me or my friends.
Right. And,
unless she's into it, she gets drunk and starts dancing around the lampshade, hey, go for it.
And is Taylor Swift going to be there? Because I don't know if I want to be part of that circus. Right?
No, I'll say no.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Well, if you are interested, all you have to do is like an Instagram post and answer a few questions, and the contest ends next Wednesday. All right. There you go. You've been forewarned.
All right. So you want to go if I win this thing?
Sure.
We're going to put Marge next to the Kelsey woman.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
A buffer.
Yes, a buffer.
So the women can talk amongst themselves.
I don't need her getting handsy and Marge getting mad at me. I don't know how she is.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
Oh, boy. Here's a video that's been making its rounds. He's a flat earther.
Oh, my God.
And the Earth being flat isn't his only odd thought.
If the Earth is flat, where is the sun? It's 93 million miles away?
When you say the sun, there is no the sun. Everybody has their own sun. So there's a different sun for everybody.
What do you mean a different sun? I don't understand that. There's a different sun here in Las Vegas than there is in New York?
You're not looking at the same sun there, correct.
So how many suns are there?
As many people who are viewing it.
Every individual person has their own sun?
Correct. The sun's no more than 50 miles away at any given time.
But wait a second. Airplanes go up in the sky.
That's right. And it's like a rainbow.
How come the sun doesn't get bigger when you're in an airplane?
The closer you move to it, the farther it moves from you. It's like a rainbow. It's not like a burning ball of gas.
What is the sun then?
Cold.
Sun is cold.
The sun is cold.
Wow, that's kind of a lot to unpack.
That's staggering stupidity.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's been questions asked, too. You don't believe the Earth is round. They ask, what about gravity? They say gravity's a hoax.
What the?
It's a hoax. Difference in mass between one substance and another. Yeah.
Huh. So gravity's a hoax. The Earth is flat. We all have our own sun, which moves further away from us when we get closer to it.
Right, and you ask him, why don't you believe in gravity? What about the tides? He says the tides are caused by the activity of the Earth magnet, which is at the bottom of the sea.
Oh.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. I don't know.
And somebody asked him, too, what about a lunar eclipse? How do you explain that? Well, that's because of the X-moon. The X-moon is round, transparent, and sometimes blue.
Okay.
That's why I can't see it.
Oh.
It's the X-moon.
They do have an answer to everything.
Oh, my God. My God. There are no other planets. Other planets in the solar system? Nope.
Oh.
All that is stars with strong radiance being observed from Earth.
Okay. All right.
Why do people even waste oxygen talking to these guys? You know, our new quarterback is going to be...
the astronaut?
The astronaut, yes. Yeah, I would love to talk to him about flat earthers. Yeah.
Yeah. Since he's going to be leading the crew off to Mars.
Yeah, apparently only 50 miles away. Shouldn't take long. He should be back by noon.
Yeah, it should be a weekend getaway.
Yeah, you bet. No, I won't miss the game, guys. Looks like it'll be fine.
This is the Fox Morning Show.
Now, here's what's trending on 107.9 The Fox.
Oh my God! I love it.
Well, this video blew up yesterday of an English TikToker who got her boyfriend Kevin's name tattooed right there on her forehead. Big and bold.
I don't think it's such a big deal. Like for someone, I've got so many tattoos. Like I don't think it's such a big deal.
It's huge. It's at least 2 or 3 inches high. The letters, Kevin, right across her scalp line.
Yeah. And it's centered nicely. The tattoo artist did a good job of centering it.
Jeez.
Spelling it out correctly.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Now, some are saying it's not legit, including an actual tattoo artist, because he said when you watch the video, she doesn't look like she's in pain, and getting a tattoo on the forehead would be extremely painful.
Extremely painful.
There's no blood. You don't see any blood.
No, you don't see any blood. It doesn't. It didn't look that inflamed either. So.
No, there's no irritation around it.
Not as much as you would expect, especially on the scalp.
Right.
Where, you got tons of little blood vessels,
Some are saying she's doing this as a stunt, become more famous on TikTok.
Yeah. It's all about the numbers on that stuff. Right? Sometimes views, whatever. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, because it was bunched up with some other who would do this tattoos.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, the rumor was she got his last name on the back of her neck.
Oh.
But I haven't seen that yet. Makes sense, I guess.
And they're not even married. It's just a boyfriend.
It's just a boyfriend. They're not married at all. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Wouldn't it be easier to show respect to your boyfriend by bringing him to the Cheesecake Factory or something like that?
Yeah. Right?
I appreciate the gesture, but I wouldn't let my girlfriend do that.
Right.
Let alone my wife.
Yeah, what if that was your daughter?
Oh my God. And she's doing that.
Right?
Yeah. How much do you hate your mom and dad?
Right?
You're going to be doing this.
I mean, she's got to be 20-something, but I would still put her in timeout for that.
If he dumps you got to find somebody else named Kevin.
You are stuck with Kevin the rest of your life.
That's it. You're stuck with a bunch of Kevins.
Oh.
And I think we all know a Kevin.
Yeah.
Welcome to November 8th.
I need caffeine.
I need a cappuccino.
Well, you're in luck. You're in luck.
Why is that?
We're celebrating National Cappuccino Day.
I made you a cappuccino.
Is that caffeinated?
Thank God, caffeine.
Mainlining caffeine.
Too much caffeine.
Caffeine.
Here's your cappuccino.
Happy National Cappuccino Day.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
I wouldn't pass up a cappuccino.
No.
I'd prefer espresso, but
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I always get all those mixed up. I always have to ask my wife. There's the cappuccinos, the espressos, the lattes. Generally, I go with the latte.
Okay.
I like a little bit of that milk.
Kind of creamy,
base.
frothy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's usually what I go with.
Yeah, espresso usually you don't get much of it because it's so intense.
Right.
And in flavor too. You kind of just sip it out of your tiny little cup that you can't fit your finger through the finger hole.
So fancy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, welcome to it. Here it is. Hump Day.
Yeah, Wednesday already.
And that Fox forecast with a, well, I guess technically the dense fog advisory has been lifted as of 2 minutes ago. So there should be no fog now.
If there is, you know where to send your complaints.
That's right. The rest of today, windy, cloudy. 48, though. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
I'll call it 50.
30s tonight, back to the 40s tomorrow. It's all there for you at 1079thefox.com. We've got 38 at 7:02.
Well, here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. The 8th day of November. Welcome to it. One man was injured Monday after falling from a billboard platform west of Mapleton. Cass County Sheriff's deputies and first responders from Castleton were dispatched 3 miles west of Mapleton a little before 6:30 evening on Monday to the report of a man who had fallen 25 feet from the billboard platform. He was stabilized and conscious when Sanford AirMed arrived to transport him to local hospital. Spokesman for Cass County Sheriff says no further information is available, but the investigation into the man's fall is ongoing. So no word on why he was up there. You can only assume he worked for the billboard company. You'd think they'd say that.
Right?
Yeah. Before long, West Fargo police officers will be protected with new rifle-rated body armor. At the request of Police Chief Pete Nielsen, the City Commission unanimously approved using asset forfeiture funds to purchase rifle-rated body armor to protect officers from firearms using higher caliber velocity ammunition. Chief Nelson says currently West Fargo cops are issued soft body armor. They'll stop small handgun caliber rounds. He wants this one-time purchase to provide all the officers with front and back protective armor. An unnecessary reality, he calls it, but hey, worth every penny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Attorneys for North Dakota families are asking the judge to block health care ban for transgender kids. Plaintiffs are challenging a law that resulted from House Bill 1254, which bans sex reassignment surgeries and hormone treatments for children. Evidence-based best practice health care that has been previously available for transgender youth in North Dakota for years was suddenly unavailable with little or no time to prepare, said the plaintiff's attorney, Brittany Stewart. Let's see here. A woman got back at her cheating ex by posting his dead mother's secret pizza recipe on Facebook.
Oh. Ooh.
At least the mom was gone. Didn't see that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I mean, does it look
No,
good?
I'm going to look now, though. Yeah. A bakery chain has a warning on its cake boxes saying that smashing their cakes into people's faces can lead to serious injury.
Well, I suppose.
It's right up there with a hot coffee from McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, you can get that frosting up the nose. Ooh.
Yeah, they say there's a clip in the cake to keep it stable during transportation. So, this must be pre-made cakes.
Okay.
Or something.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shake Shack. I wish we had one because, you're going to have to go to the cities. Has just announced a new nationwide promotion where they're giving America a free chicken sandwich if an NFL player does a touchdown celebration that includes the chicken dance this Sunday.
Okay. I'll be looking.
Yeah, if you're going to the cities, there's one in the mall.
Yeah.
Shake Shack.
Yes, there is. I'll have to watch Red Zone.
Yeah, we'll be watching. And the pretzel is one of the most searched for sex positions in the U.S.
Wait, what?
The pretzel.
The pretzel?
Another one's the Pringle.
What? Wait, what?
I guess, I don't know. It's if people enjoy it in the can. That's what that is. That's what that is.
That is?
I guess so. Get your hand stuck in there if you're not careful.
Ooh.
There's your news for now.
Okay, moving on. Headlines brought to you by Next Blue of North Dakota PPO. Oh, we've got some exciting NFL news for you next in sports.
High, Johansson to Zuccarello. Back through. One-timer, they score! Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah, that goal right there snapped a tie in the third. The Wild win 4-2 over the Islanders. They're back on the ice tomorrow, skating against those Rangers. So they're staying out there in New York City.
Out there in Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, in NFL news, how exciting. Carson Wentz is back. He's getting another shot in the NFL, this time with the Rams.
How about that?
And somebody posted this, and I know Carson's had his issues with injuries, but someone posted his passing statistics and compared them to Josh Allen, who's considered one of the top 5 quarterbacks currently in the NFL. And I'll tell you what, Carson Wentz's statistics and Josh Allen's are eerily similar.
Oh?
Very similar. So
he's underappreciated.
I think so. The kid just needs another shot.
Yeah, I would love to see him get
he needs to stay
return
healthy.
to former glory. You bet.
Absolutely. Now, he's going in as the backup to Matthew Stafford, but Matthew did miss last week's game in Green Bay. And the Rams are on a bye. The coach is expecting Matthew to be back, but if he's not, hey, maybe Carson will be thrown into the fire right away. I don't know. But he's at least
certainly seems to be the thing this year.
But he's definitely another arm in that QB room, and he's getting an NFL paycheck, which is nice. That allows him another chance, for sure. Meanwhile, his former team there, our Bison, taking on Southern Illinois this Saturday, the final home game of the season. It's senior day, of course, then, and it's Veterans Day, so white out for the Warriors is what they're calling it. Join the coaching staff and wear white. I don't know. I mean, maybe you want to go and grab something from the bookstore. Shields, they've got a lot of different Bison gear available. That's white.
Right.
And if you still would like to go to the game, there are tickets available. Just go to GoBison.com. We'll be there. Yeah, it's official. We're putting together a cheer squad. It's not going to be anything sexy or anything like that. It's just,
no, it won't be good.
No, it's
right. But it's the spirit that counts.
It is. It's just a bunch of us, big, hairy, fat guys that are going to be cheering on the Bison. And
wearing straw hats, crooning.
Yeah, we're going to try and pump you up, get you all fired up for
It's going to be terrible.
Yeah. Why are we doing that again?
I still don't know.
Right?
I'm against it from the start. So
we want you to show your Bison pride, and we're going to help do that, I guess. I don't know.
Damn fool of ourselves.
They did ask us to make our debut with the cheer team tonight at the Bison men's basketball game, and we just
we're not ready.
We're not ready.
We're not ready.
No,
we'll never be ready.
We got a couple more days. We'll be walking through tailgating, and we'll be at the game. They've given us tickets for it. But hey, tonight our Bison men and their home opener against Mount Marty. We'll have all the action live from the Shield Center at the Shack. Coverage at 6, tip-off at 7. If you want to pack the Shack for free, we've got some tickets. How about caller 7 and caller 8 right now? We'll hook you up. 701-237-4949. Give us a call. You don't need to text anything. Again, callers 7 and 8 for a pair of tickets for tonight's Bison men's basketball game. And, of course, again, you can catch all the action right here, not only on your radio, but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. That's your Fox forecast, or your Fox Sports. That Fox forecast for today: cloudy, windy, 48 tonight, low in the 30s. Tomorrow, 40s. The rest of your work week forecast into the weekend can be found there at the website. It's 38 right now at 7:13.
And coming up, we're talking outdated tech that, are we all still using it? Are we happy with it? I know I am. We'll talk about it coming up.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
107.9 The Fox.
All right, so there's this thread online where people are talking about the outdated tech they're still using and are still perfectly happy with.
Okay, I can relate to that.
Looking at the list, there's a lot of them that I'm still using. Like simply a notepad and pen. Of course, I use that every day.
Me too. I'm totally still old school on that. You know why? Because it's a pain in the neck to have to walk around, like for grocery lists.
Mm-hmm.
Walk around and look at my phone, and I'm one hand in that stupid shopping cart that's 1,000 pounds, and it's always pulling to the left or right. Right? So,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just as easy to have a little note in my pocket.
Well,
what I got to pick up.
I use a notepad and pen at work all the time. In fact, I use a pencil. I have a pencil sharpener in my office.
Good for you, pal. Stick it in and break it off. You don't have to take that crap.
Also on the list, calculators. Yes, I do use a calculator sometimes on my phone, but I have a real calculator in my desk as well.
I can't find the calculator on my phone. I have to Google search calculator. I can't find it. I've got one in the junkyard, though. Backup solar. Yeah. The minute it hits the light, it's ready to go.
A hand crank can opener. Yes.
Yeah.
I've got one at home.
I've even got a P38 on my keychain. That's a little military one that, you can open a can. It takes you an hour. But, you
right.
can open a can with it.
How about gaming systems? Do you have a real old one?
Yes, we don't play them anymore, but I go all the way back to the original SNES, the Super Nintendo. But, I don't have it anymore, but I remember having ColecoVision. I remember having, all that and stuff. And I think most of that stuff, and the Sega, remember the Sega Genesis? Yeah, we had all those, and I think some of the kids have those now, and all the games. And that's quite a collector item nowadays.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I I had Pong.
Yep.
I had an Atari. I had
the Atari.
I had the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, what was your favorite Atari game? Pitfall was a good one.
Pitfall was
remember
a good
Pitfall?
one.
That was a good one. You remember that turd E.T.?
Yeah.
Remember actually the gaming system buried all the unsold ones out in the desert in Arizona. They only recently uncovered them the last few years. It's
my
true.
God.
They did it.
I would say the one I played the most was Asteroids.
Asteroids is a good one. Yeah.
So those are, again, some of the things that people are still using and are perfectly happy with. Also making the list, believe it or not, a radio. A radio.
Huh.
Right?
Weird.
God, I hope you're still using that and happy with it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're hearing this if you're not. I guess on your smart speaker or online at 1079thefox.com.
Don't forget your smartphone, too.
That's right, yep.
All right. So what outdated tech are you still using and are perfectly happy with? Leave that comment on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com.
You're listening to the Fox Morning Show.
Coming up next, Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. And now it's time for Dave's Deep Thought with your radio pal, Dave Jacobs.
On 107.9 The Fox.
I purposely cry while cutting carrots so onions don't think they're ugly or something.
Dave's Deep Thought.
107.9 The Fox. Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
On 107.9 The Fox.
All right. So on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com, what outdated tech are you still using and are perfectly happy with it? Like a notepad and pen, CDs and DVDs, hand crank can opener. Man, we got a lot of comments.
Yeah, everybody's still using the old stuff. Rotary phone every year on Christmas, says Adam.
Michelle said, I have an alarm clock radio from 20 plus years ago. Keeping it. Why not? If it's working.
In my office, at home, I've got those numbers that flip over.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the old, there's.
You still have that?
I still have one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, it works and everything.
Amy says not necessarily tech, but I prefer my pocket planner over the calendar on my iPhone. Hey, whatever worked for you, right?
No, I understand that. Sometimes it's, your phone isn't always charged, and this thing, you can always go to it.
Mm-hmm.
Try to search for it.
Mm-hmm. I am surprised by the amount of people that are still listening to CDs and watching DVDs, and Jerry even has a VCR still.
So does Debbie. All of those, and VCRs and players, she says. Yep. Oh, yeah. Everybody's still using old school stuff. Sending letters through the mail, says Elaine.
Yeah. Tom says my 72 Chevy Monte Carlo with hand crank windows and no cruise control. Man.
Oh, I love it, man. Paperback books, yeah. Don't let that stuff go away.
Right?
You're right, yeah. Same with trick-or-treating. People were worrying about trick-or-treating going away. Like, don't let those little customs go away. If they're cool and work for you, use them.
I don't know if I believe Daniel. He says he still uses smoke signals.
Oh.
Unless he's a smoker.
Yeah. I'm not sure what he's smoking. Somebody's still using their Zune. Thomas Lawrence. Amy still uses paper calendars. So do we. We have one hanging on the fridge. We write stuff down on it.
I got one on my desk.
I think ours is still on September. But
what year?
I'm not sure.
Go ahead, leave your comment now on our fan page on Facebook at 1079thefox.com. Yeah, what outdated tech are you still using and are perfectly happy with it?
Proud.
I need a cappuccino.
Well, you're in luck. You're in luck.
What is that? We're celebrating National Cappuccino Day.
I made you a cappuccino.
Is that caffeinated?
Thank God, caffeine.
Mainlining caffeine.
Too much caffeine.
Caffeine.
Here's your cappuccino.
Happy National Cappuccino Day.
All right, here we go. Hold your ears, folks. It's showtime.
Yeah.
Most forms of coffee I will enjoy, especially if they're Irished up.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Little Bailey's in there.
you ever do the decaf? Because I still haven't figured out why you would want to drink the decaf.
If you want to have a cup of coffee at night after
there you
supper.
go. There you go.
That's what we've come to start
Okay.
doing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would make sense in
Yep.
the evening.
In the evening. Yep.
Yeah,
And still
for
have a
sure.
cup of coffee and not be wired.
Yeah. Well, welcome to it. Yeah. Still got some fog out there.
Yeah, be careful. It should be mostly burned off.
Yeah, getting close to that. Cloudy the rest of today. Windy too. 48 though for the high. That's pretty nice. 30s tonight, back to the 40s tomorrow. The rest of your week and into the weekend forecast can be found at 1079thefox.com. We've got 36 at 8:02.
On the 8th day in November already, here's what's shaking in our corner of the globe. One man injured Monday after falling from a billboard platform west of Mapleton. Cass County Sheriff's deputies and first responders from Castleton Fire and Ambulance were dispatched 3 miles west of Mapleton shortly before 6:30 in the evening on Monday to the report of a man who had fallen 25 feet from the billboard platform. He was stabilized and conscious when Sanford AirMed arrived to transport him to a local hospital. A spokesman for Cass County Sheriff says no further info is available, but the investigation into the man's fall is ongoing. Well, before long, West Fargo police officers will be protected with new rifle-rated body armor. At the request of new Police Chief Pete Nielsen, the City Commission unanimously approved using asset forfeiture funds to purchase rifle-rated body armor to protect officers from firearms using higher caliber and velocity ammunition. Currently, West Fargo officers are issued soft body armor, which will stop only small handgun caliber stuff. The one-time purchase is going to provide all officers with front and back protective armor. He calls it an unfortunate reality that they have to spend this money, but hey, that's money well spent, especially if it's from forfeiture stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Attorneys for North Dakota families asked a judge to block a health care ban for transgender kids. Plaintiffs are challenging a law that resulted from House Bill 1254, which bans sex reassignment surgeries and hormone treatments for children. The plaintiff's attorney, Brittany Stewart, says evidence-based best practice healthcare that has been previously available for transgender youth for years was suddenly unavailable with little or no time to prepare. U.S. News has a list of the best cities to retire.
Yeah?
And the top 5 are all in Pennsylvania.
What?
Number 6, New York City.
Really?
Been checking out. You might dig it. Wallet Hub says San Francisco is the best city for Thanksgiving this year, even though it tied for least affordable. The rest of the top 5 are San Jose, San Diego, Scottsdale, and Raleigh.
I love San Jose.
Never been to San Jose.
Yeah.
Is that down by San Diego?
Nope, that's up there by Frisco.
Oh, it's up north.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know the famous boardwalk scene in, I believe that would have been like Dirty Harry 3.
Yeah, that's up by San Fran. Yeah, because Dirty Harry was in San Francisco, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's actually in San Francisco.
Oh, all right. In booze news, Kahlua is selling a new perfume that smells like espresso martinis.
Oh?
And a distillery in New Hampshire has a new liquor that tastes like trout.
What?
That's what I said. I was like, yuck. And a new report found that Americans are not the biggest binge drinkers in the world. Not even close to number 1.
Oh, really?
Among wealthy nations, Denmark ranks first.
Wow.
The U.S., we're number 10.
Wow, we get pretty plowed in these parts.
Yeah,
I can't
apparently
imagine.
not plowed enough. And finally, 4 men in England got charged for stealing a $6 million gold toilet.
Oh.
An Italian artist made it, and it was on display when it went missing all the way back to 2019.
Fancy.
So they finally found it.
Oh.
And where did toilets come from?
I don't know.
Toiletries.
Oh, my God.
That's your news for now.
There's your dad
I'll show
joke for
myself
the day.
out. That's right.
All right. Hey, still to come. We're still hiring you to listen. It's the easiest job in the world for $500 here at 8:15. And where in the world is he in this week? Well, again, all we know is he took that Jackrabbits live mascot and is hiding out somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a scene from Mice and Men. He's like the big dumb guy.
That and your chance to win some more Bison men's basketball tickets for tonight's game, along with the rest of your sports schedule for today, next.
High, Johansson to Zuccarello. Back through. One-timer, they score! Kirill Kaprizov.
Kaprizov with the goal that broke the tie in the third. The Wild go on to win 4-2 over the Islanders. Nice. They needed that. They're back in action tomorrow against the Rangers, staying over there on the East Coast in the New York.
Oh, they're in Long Island.
Yeah. Hey, this is awesome news. Finally, Carson Wentz back in the NFL. He's got another shot, this time with the Rams. Now, the Rams are on a bye week. Matthew Stafford missed last week's game against Green Bay. He's expected back, but if not, maybe Wentz will be up right back on the field come next week. We don't know. But at least he's another arm in the QB room, and he's back in the NFL collecting a paycheck. Love to see that kid to have, again, get back in the fold, into the mix and have some success. Meanwhile, his former team there, our Bison football team, wrapping up the homestance this season against Southern Illinois this Saturday, Senior Day. It's also Veterans Day. Whiteout for Warriors, as you just heard here just a bit ago. So join the NDSU football coaches and wear white. Again, I hope our team's wearing white, too. We're going to be wearing white.
Yes.
Our cheer squad, yeah. We're putting together a cheer squad.
As white as we can get.
Yeah, I'm sure I got some white stained
gravy stained, yeah.
That's going to be so sad. Nothing sexy about this bunch of fat, hairy men cheering for the Bison.
Well.
Like something you don't, something you see pretty much every day at a bar.
Yeah.
We got to at least ask Barbara, our front desk gal.
It's like if the four tenors went to seed.
Right. Yeah, so far it's you and me. I'm going to ask Ian here in just a bit. Also, we'll get, of course, our brother station, our Bison 1660 guys, Sam and Andy on board for sure. Probably Farley. We'll get Farley involved.
Well, the more the better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I can just move my mouth. I can pretend I'm singing.
We'll be there walking through tailgating. And they've given us, I guess, some tickets. Haven't seen them yet, but we're getting tickets to go to the game, too. So we got a section we're going to be in charge of. Huh. Yeah. I haven't been part of a cheer team before, have you?
No. No, rightfully so, too.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing sexy here at all. All right. Speaking of our Bison, though, our Bison men's basketball team, their home opener tonight up there at the Shield Center at the Shack. You want to go? We've got a couple more pairs of tickets. Callers 7 and 8 again at 701-237-4949 for some basketball tonight again at the Shack. 701-237-4949, callers 7 and 8. Otherwise, we'll have all the action right here with coverage beginning at 6 and tip-off at 7, not only on your radio, but on your phone, on your smart speaker, or online at 1079thefox.com. That's where you can also find that Fox forecast today. Cloudy, windy, 48 tonight, 30s tomorrow, back to the 40s, even warmer by Veterans Day on Saturday, and again back to the 50s on Sunday.
Next week looks phenomenal.
Yeah. 36 right now at 8:12.
Coming up, the easiest job in the world, your first keyword for your Wednesday. Stick around.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
With Where in the World is Ian? No, really, where is he?
Take a trip all around the world.
On 107.9, The Fox.
Hey, it's Ian.
Hey, there he is. Welcome back from South Dakota, buddy. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, we were worried.
Yeah, it was a close call, but we made it back across the border.
With a live animal.
With we being your buddy rabbit.
Yes, we got the rabbit. We talked last week about how we were going to get the rabbit. I've got good news. We may not have come back from South Dakota with the football win, but we have a bunny.
Have you named the bunny?
Hoppy, Bouncer, Harry.
I wanted to name it Thumper until the suits at Disney said they were going to sue our pants off, so I named it Harold.
Harold.
Right. With an I.
Harold.
H-A-I-L.
Harold the Hare, yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. And he seems to be doing fine. I mean, those bunnies, those jackrabbits, they eat a lot.
They do. I'm headed to Fleet Farm right now for more rabbit food.
Hey.
Yeah, and the problem is when any animal or any species on this planet eat a lot, there's something else they do a lot.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem we have to figure out, guys.
Yeah, but they're pellety. I mean, they're fun to flick at friends. I mean, it's not like it's dog poop on the ground. It's hard and it rolls around. It's fun.
I kind of want to know how it all went down, Ian. I mean, was it a close call?
Explain the subterfuge to us, man.
How did you steal the live jackrabbit from South Dakota State?
Well, all that football action was going on Saturday, right? Well, everybody was listening to the game on the Fox. Everybody was at the stadium. It was a sold-out stadium down there. Everyone's paying attention to the football game, which means nobody's paying attention to the field house out back where the rabbit was, kind of chillaxing.
Sure.
So very, very easy, actually, because they're very easily distracted down in South Dakota. Pretty easy walk-in. What I did is I grabbed a stuffed bunny. We have we have the Easter decorations out back in that shed behind the studio.
Oh, yeah.
So I went and grabbed the stuffed bunny. Don't tell the boss the Easter decorations are missing now. I didn't think to look what color the bunny might be. I only brought the one stuffed bunny, so it's the wrong color and everything.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think they've noticed.
Nothing a little shoe polish shouldn't take care of.
So you swapped out the real bunny with a stuffed bunny.
With a stuffed bunny.
That's not even the same color as the real bunny.
The one I left him is more entertaining because the one we left him, if you push the paw, it does a little, like, it's one of those, like, dancing, singing, novelties.
Has it got a big
did
drum
you know
in
we
front
have
of
those? What was that, Dave?
Does it have a big drum in front of it?
The
no.
Energizer Bunny, Ian?
It should, though, because then it would just keep going and going and going.
And they're not that bright down there. They probably get away with it, too. It'd probably be a good couple of weeks before they realize something's going on. Wait a minute.
After it's not eating, maybe?
Well, we've made it, 4 days so far, and they haven't. If they've said anything, we haven't heard.
No. So, well, that's good. So now the question is, what do we do with this bunny? Take a moment to think about that. We'll come back and discuss that next.
Now, here's the Fox Morning Show.
With Where in the World is Ian? No, really, where is he?
Take a trip all around the world.
On 107.9, The Fox.
All right, so we're back with our man on the streets, Ian, who's hiding out after taking the Jackrabbits live mascot. And again, that bunny's name is Harold, in case you missed it.
Bunnies.
What?
Uh-oh.
Plural.
You got more than one now?
Well, I think the bunny has had some friends lately.
What?
No, it was knocked up. That's awesome. All right. Moose will take 2. I'll take 1.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we got to separate them quick. Or before you know
it, the gestation period for a rabbit, I looked it up. It's 31 days.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. By Christmas, we can have a whole new litter.
I smell something new for caller 9.
We're going to have to put a sale on bunnies now. Quick.
Yeah.
Easter's around the corner, folks.
Easter, forget whatever animal we have at Christmas. Just now everybody gets a bunny at Christmas.
Yes.
Yep.
For that pregnancy test you've
forget
always
the puppy
wanted.
under the tree. Forget the puppy. Give your kid a bunny.
I can't believe we got one bunny that turned into several bunnies.
Yeah.
How many?
I honestly thought you were just going to get a feral rabbit. I had no idea you were going to actually get this done.
Well, for all I know, all they had was a feral rabbit. I don't know. I don't know the history.
True, yeah.
I don't know the history of the rabbit, Dave. The rabbit can't talk.
The history is what we give it then, I guess.
Yeah. We're writing its history as we speak.
Yeah, we will rewrite that history.
Well, and in case you haven't heard, obviously you know that this Saturday, the last home game of the regular season for our Bison, we got a memo from upper management, and they want us to really bring it this Saturday. Not only is it Senior Day, Veterans Day, so it is a whiteout for the Warriors, but they also want us to kind of lead the cheer. They want us to put together a cheer squad. And I figured you, again, a former student of NDSU, you would be a great candidate to join our cheer squad.
Sure, why not?
Way to be a team player, Ian. Thanks. We'll get more info to you on joining our cheer squad.
All right, well, we will talk to you soon, Ian. Thanks so much. You take care of that little bundle of joy.
Will do. I'll put a half dozen in your office, David.
You might want to start visiting pet stores.
Yeah, pick up some cigars, too, will you? Let's make this classy.
Thanks, Ian.
All right, Ian.
Later.
Job well done.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.